Italian Football Podcast.
All right, let's do some predictions then. So we've got quite a few. So first of all, let's do player predictions to start with. Top scorer. Serie A top scorer.
Ooh. The funny thing is Lautaro had a bad season in terms of goal output last season, and he still won it. I think he's going to have a good season this season. I think he's gonna score a lot of goals in the Serie A. So it's difficult to look away from him. But also Gonzalo Ramos, I think, will score a lot of goals for Milan. I really do think so. I think that's a smart signing. Whether or not he's the right number 9 for them or the kind of number 9 they need, like in terms of hold-up play and stuff like that, is another thing. But in terms of goal scoring, I think he'll score a hell of a lot of goals.
Okay, who are you going with?
And also the way Amorim plays, they will create a lot of chances. I'll probably go Lautaro because I think Lautaro will score above 20 goals anyway.
Yeah, it's a boring one, Lautaro, but I'm going to go Lautaro as well. But keep an eye on Moise Kean if he goes to Como. There's no, I mean, I'm pushing that much more than it actually is, but I'm just saying, who knows? And Malen as well. But yeah, I'll go Lautaro. Most assists, I'm going for Nico Paz.
Yeah, I think Nico Paz gets most assists as well. And I think he's gonna, if he's fit, he's gonna be the player of the season as well. I think MVP. I think he's the biggest name, and I think the Serie A will coalesce around him and kind of
agreed. Seeing as I'm going for Como has been a shock Scudetto winner, I'm going to go Nico Paz as well. Young player of the season, I'm going for Baturina. We already saw him during the World Cup. We've seen him in pre-season. Great goal against Arsenal. I think this guy's going to explode this season. So I'm having him as young player and as breakout player of the season.
Yeah, I've got the same player for breakout and young player of the season as well, but I'm going with Petar Sucic. I think what we saw at the World Cup, what we saw last season, glimpses, we're talking about an absolutely fantastic player. I think he's going to fully be able to express who he is after his maiden season in the Serie A, and I think he's going to take huge strides. So Petar Sucic, young player of the season and breakout player.
Best signing, I'm going to go for Nico Paz. I know because he is a new signing, 60 million. Yeah. They've signed him. I know he's been there for a couple of years, and so it's not new. But for me, there hasn't been that many, to be honest with you. And I think that he will be.
Yeah, I don't count him. I know what you mean because he was on loan or whatever, blah blah. And so I don't think Nico Paz is allowed to be the best signing. But if we're talking about players who weren't there last season and are there now, I think Colomwani at Juve is an excellent signing. I think he will do brilliantly at Spalletti. But that's a bit of a cop-out as well, isn't it? Because he was there like a year ago before the season before that. So if we're really going for someone who's never really... Because, I mean, other than that, Daniel Malen would probably be, a good shout for Capocannoniere and also best signing. So, no, I think I'll probably go... To not do a cop-out and take players who have been at these clubs before... Yeah, if I'm going to go with someone who hasn't been at that club at all, I'll probably go with Gonzalo Ramos. I expect him to score a lot of goals.
Okay, biggest flop.
Flop signing, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's a difficult one. Who do you? Depends on what you expect and who and what not. Like what?
I've got one. Daniel Maldini. I mean, I've got Daniel Maldini.
Well, I don't
because he always flops. So yeah. Can you call it a flop?
Yeah, and also I don't expect.
Okay, worst signing. Worst signing. Can we say?
Yeah. I don't expect anything from him, but so yeah, probably he's not. How he got called up to the Italian national team is because his surname is Maldini. That's the only reason. It's the embodiment of the Nepo baby. He's absolutely nowhere near good enough to be in the Italian national team, even though the Italian national team is in the dire straits that it is. But yeah, this is his level. I think let's go with the raccomandato.
Okay, right. First manager to be sacked.
Oh, that's a difficult one. I think it's going to be one of the relegation sides like Frosinone, Venezia, Monza, Lecce. One of those. One of those. What do you think?
I think they will be patient with him because of his status. I think Pisacane could be difficult for Cagliari, but he has a lot of credit. Tedesco at Bologna, maybe, because I don't think Bologna look good at all. He could be in danger, but I'm looking more at the teams rather than the manager necessarily, if that makes sense. So that might be the wrong way to go about it. So yeah, let's say one of those two.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, Di Francesco as well. I mean, Juric, our friend Juric. I mean, he was last season, so let's go after him again.
But he's back, isn't he? And
back at Monza,
and no, but it's like it's interesting. Yeah, like I said, I mean, look, I think he's definitely one of the candidates. But because, like I said, I think it's going to be one of the candidates, one of the relegation teams, and Monza's going to be there from what I see. So yeah, he's one of them. But I think one of Lecce, Monza, Venezia, Frosinone, one of those. Managers.
Okay. All right. So next we are going to we're gonna do our full table prediction. So we're going to predict from 1 to 20 where everybody's going to finish in Serie A this season. Okay, so this is going to be very, very difficult. We're going to look really stupid at the end of the season for sure. So let's start. Should we start from 20? Let's start from 20.
Yeah. Let's start with 20.
All right. I've got a few things written down here, so I'm looking at my phone here. So I'm going to go. Let me do all mine first, then you can do yours. So I'm going Lecce 20th, Frosinone 19th, Monza 18th, Venezia 17th, Cagliari 16th, Sassuolo 15th, Parma 14th, Genoa 13th, Torino 12th, Bologna 11th, Udinese 10th, Lazio 10th, Udinese 9th. Did I say Fiorentina yet? No. Fiorentina 8th. Fiorentina 8th. Atalanta 7th. Roma 6th. No, Milan 6th. Roma 5th. Napoli 4th. Juventus 3rd. And Inter 2nd. Como to win the Scudetto.
Okay.
There we go. Let me throw that out there. And can I just add, Como, I put, and we're going to get banned from the Serie A now for this, but the Serie A hate us anyway. Never can cover the Italy national team. I bet on Como to win the Scudetto. I got them at 28-1. I stuck 100 quid on them at 28-1. So
they can do it. I mean, they're definitely, like I said in the beginning of the show, I think in terms of dark horses, I think they definitely are one of the dark horses. I just think that I'm not sure they'll be able to cope between the Champions League and the league. I think that's
it. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a reaction. But then again, Fabregas, if he's going to be a world-class manager, he has to handle those situations when they're thrown at him. And I think he has.
I just don't want to be boring. I'll be honest. I don't want to be boring and just say Inter every single year. Do you know what I mean? So let's just try and rock it up a little bit.
So I'm going to go from So if I do the same as well, I think. Oh, this is difficult. I'm gonna revise it anyway because when the Mercato closes. But I think Lecce, I think Venezia 20th, Lecce 19th, Frosinone 18th, Monza 17th, 16th. I'm gonna go with Genoa. Cagliari. 15th, Parma. 14th, Genoa. 13th. Sassuolo, 12th, 12th, I'm going to go with Torino. 11th, I'm going to go with Udinese. 10th, I'm going to go with Lazio. 9th, I'm going to go with... did I mention Udinese? Yeah, I did. 9th, I'm going to go with... I feel like I missed a bunch. Who should I go with 9th? I feel like I mentioned all of them already. Okay. 9th.
Bologna?
Didn't I mention them? I thought I mentioned
I don't know.
them. Yeah. Okay, no, I'll do a proper one when the Mercato scope closes. But what I'll tell you is this: I think mid-table mediocrity, pretty much. Bologna is going to be there. Lazio is going to be there. Udinese is going to be there. Those are like the 8, 9, 10, 11 teams. The relegation teams I already mentioned: Venezia, Lecce, Frosinone. I think Monza are just going to stay above. I think just above them you have the Parma, Sassuolo, Genoa, Cagliari click. Genoa, I think, are going to be in mid-table. And then you have, I think Fiorentina are going to finish around 7th, their Conference League position. And then you've got the top 6. And I think it's going to be Inter, Napoli, Como, Juve, Milan, Roma, Fiorentina. Those are my... sorry, I forgot Atalanta. Yeah, that's the one I forgot. Fuck, I have Atalanta higher.
You said Atalanta was a Scudetto challenger at the
yeah, beginning. I said them as a dark horse. This is difficult because I think Sarri's going to work miracles there, and I think Samardzic is going to have a impressive season as well. I wanted to mention him for breakout player, if we can call him that, because I don't think he's fully expressed himself. I think Samardzic is going to explode under Sarri. Ooh, no, okay. Inter first, then Juve, Como, Napoli, Atalanta, Milan, thereabouts for the top 4 there. I've not decided yet, but I do think that Fiorentina and Milan are a little bit like, I think I see them a little bit lower than the Como, Juve, Atalanta, Inter, Napoli, if that makes sense. But I'm going to do a proper prediction when the Mercato's over, because I think a lot of things are going to happen from now until the end. I really think so. I think a lot of changes. I think a lot of teams are going to do, because they need to. Juve need a goalkeeper. Inter need to sort out their situation as well. With now that Frattesi's gone, they need another midfielder. The Curtis Jones situation. Milan need to sort out the Leao situation. Roma need attacking players. Like there's a lot of things that at this point of the season.
Yeah, a lot can change. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of important pieces of the puzzle are yet to fall, so to speak. So
yeah, for sure.
Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share and comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss any of our content when we upload it. It really helps us grow and bring you more stories like this. And also don't forget to follow us on our social media for extra clips, updates, behind the scenes content. We have the same handle everywhere. It's @EtherFootPod. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.